Hi YouTube fans. Just wanted to make another video about wrestling. This time I'm gonna want to talk about the greatest tag teams of all time. Who you think your greatest tag team is of all time? It could be one tag team, it can be multiple tag teams. I also want to talk about the best male champion of all time. Doesn't matter what company, uh, doesn't matter what decade, year. Also, the greatest pro wrestling female of all time. Um, let's start with the tag team division. There's a lot of great tag teams out there, like the Dudley Boys, the Hardys, Edge and Christian, the Steiners, LOD, the New Age Outlaws, uh, Harlem Heat in WCW. You got from ECW, you got some good tag team champs. You got let's see, Sabu and Rob Van Dam. You got Triple Threat. You got who else am I missing? Tajiri and Mikey Whipwreck, the Holy Alliance. From TNA back in the day, you got AMW, you had LAX, you had who else? Triple X. Probably other people I'm missing. Which I'm sorry, but there's too many tag teams back in the day in TNA. If you want to do new school tag teams, in AEW, there's the Young Bucks, who are pretty damn good. Let's see. Of course, the Hardys are still somewhat tag team. The Bullet Club is a great stable. I know it's not a tag team, but they're a great stable. Who else? The Gun Club, Billy Gunn's two sons, Austin and Colton. They're a great tag team. They're a great tag team right now in AEW, but probably not all time. There's a bunch of them. Let me know who you think the greatest tag teams is or was or might be in the next couple years. Mine mine. I got a couple. Mine. Let's see. I got the New Age Outlaws. The Dudley Boys are up there. They have so many tag teams titles, so many tag team titles. It's unbelievable. You got the Dudleys. You got Edge and Christian, the Hardys, the Steiners, the Outsiders, who are a pretty damn good tag team. Harlem Heat. Um, LOD was pretty good back in the day when they were running in the tag team division. Who else? Like I said, Rob Van Dam and Sabu in ECW. Who in WCW back in the day? Let me see. I know it's a stable, but they were pretty good. The Filthy Animals were pretty good in the tag team division. Who else? I'm probably missing a lot of tag teams in WCW. But there's so many that went and came and whatever. So let's go to the best male pro wrestler of all time. There's a lot of people say John Cena. For me, it's not John Cena. Yeah, he's won at 16, 17, 18 titles. I'm not quite sure. He can't. For me, he can't. He's not a wrestler per se. Some of his moves are not wrestling and just showboating and whatever. He's good on the mic. Ric Flair, I think, is the greatest wrestler of all time. Ric Flair, you got who else? Triple H. Who else? The Undertaker is up there, I think. I know hasn't had a lot of title matches, but he's one of the greatest wrestlers of all time for me. Um, who else? A lot of people say Harley Race back in the day. Never seen him wrestle because wasn't born back then. Um, there's a bunch of other people saying who else? I don't know. If you can think of something, let me know. Yeah. So I think Flair, Undertaker, Triple H, those the guys who are my top three uh, greatest wrestlers of all time. If you have somebody else, let me know. I'm not saying there's nobody else. Those are my top three. As far as female best female wrestler of all time for like title runs, mine has to be Trish Stratus. Just because she's won so many titles, Trish Stratus is my top of all time. A lot of people say Charlotte Flair. I'm not a huge Charlotte Flair fan. I don't know why. Maybe she's I just not my favorite. Trish, Lita are my top two female. Medusa, who was in WCW. Who else? Not a whole lot of female wrestlers that I've seen wrestle, who are on top of their game. Maybe back in the day, like I've never seen like Mae Young of Fabulous Moolah wrestle, so I can't say anything about them. But I've heard they're pretty good, pretty damn good. For me, for my generation, like early 90s up until late 2000s, were Trish, Lita, Medusa, who else? Even Natalia, even though she's an in-ring competitor that I like, even though she doesn't have that many titles or so yeah, so I don't know. If you have any other female wrestlers that you can think of, let me know. Put a comment, and I'll try to get back to you. So I think, in TNA, let's see, in TNA, best female wrestler. TNA would be, TNA back in the day would be, back in the day, they didn't have too many female wrestlers that started out, but like Gail Kim was one of my favorites to watch in TNA. Who else? Angelina Love was pretty good. It was pretty awesome. Who else? Awesome Kong just dominated the competition. Yeah, so there's not, back in the day when I started watching TNA, there wasn't too many female wrestlers. See, and in ECW, the female wrestlers barely got into the ring. They probably did a cat fight or something, but really nothing. So I can't really say anything about TNA, ECW female wrestlers like competition because there wasn't that many. But I think Beulah McGillicuddy was pretty tough. She got in the ring, I think, once or twice with Tommy Dreamer as her tag team partner against, I forget. But that was pretty cool to see. Who else? Dawn Marie and Francine were pretty tough when they came to cat fights. And let's see, AEW, I mean. Let's see, Dr. Brett Baker. She's pretty tough. I've seen her wrestle a couple times. who else? There's a bunch of female wrestlers in AEW. I don't know them all. I don't watch it all the time. So, but yeah, AEW is pretty good. So AEW tag teams. Let's see. Oh, Sting and Darby Allin was a pretty cool to watch. They're a good tag team. For up and coming, if they still tag a lot in the upcoming. But yeah, in AEW, I think the primary tag teams was the Young Bucks. They're pretty good. They were in TNA as and they were known as Generation Me. Um, they were pretty. They were okay in TNA. They weren't that great. Just because they weren't the Young Bucks, they were known as Generation Me. But still, it's the same two wrestlers, just different tag team names, which is another conversation for another day. Unless we can do it now, let's do it now. I guess WWE has I think in their contract or some wrestlers can't use their names, wrestling names they use in WWE if they get like fired or released from WWE to go to like AEW or TNA. They can't use their WWE name unless it's like some wrestlers like CM Punk still can use his name. The Big Show can. Billy Gunn can, because they're all in AEW. Taz, he still can. But like Cesaro, when he got released from WWE, he went to AEW. He's not using his WWE name in AEW, Cesaro. He's using his real name in AEW, which I don't like, because it's the same person but with the real name, not the WWE name. There's a bunch of people like that, like who else? Hawkins and Ryder. They don't use their WWE names in TNA anymore. They use different names, which is I don't like. If you use a wrestling name, try to use it the same way. I guess Vince owns some of the wrestlers' names, and if they use it outside WWE, they get fined big time. Which is not right, but I guess Vince, well, back in the day when Vince was CEO of the company, which he's not anymore. I don't want to get into that because I don't know much of the details. But yeah, so if you have a favorite tag team that I missed of all time, or just in general, top female wrestler of all time, or in general, or top male pro wrestler of all time, like greatest title holder, greatest in-ring competitor, let me know. Put comments, and I'll try to answer your comments. And I'll try to do a video tomorrow. If not, I'll try to do one soon. I gotta go. I'm actually off. I was off Wednesday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I gotta go back to work Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I'm trying to make videos for wrestling. If you have any comments, like I said, leave them. Maybe I might do a video later today with something different. I don't know yet. So let me know. Bye.